Hello, everyone. Welcome to your love reading for the second half of July from the 16th all the way through the 31st. Before we get into the actual reading, I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the lineup changes moving forward. So if you want to just head on over to the main reading, I will timestamp it down below. You can go ahead and skip this section if you're not interested in listening. Alright guys, so let me just talk a little bit about what's going on. So I did announce recently that I will be deleting my Patreon page, and the reason why I am doing that is because I recently just started a new job as a cake decorator, which is something that I've actually done for many years, but with the pandemic and everything that happened, I actually had a baking business that didn't survive the pandemic, and so I was doing that at the same time that I was doing my YouTube channel. And so once that baking business phased out and I had an LLC and everything going on, and it was just costing way too much to continue having the LLC without actual sales going on during the pandemic, and so basically I was forced to end that business. And so I was in the midst of really getting rid of a lot of bakery supplies and pans and things of that nature. And one of my dear friends from years ago, they actually own a baking business and offered me a job as a cake decorator. And so I love it, and it's definitely taking up a lot more of my time throughout the week. So part of the lineup changes moving forward is I will of course still do the love forecasts for the first half of the month as well as the second half of the month, but we are going to basically be getting rid of the extended readings. So what you see on YouTube will be a full reading, and there will be no need to head on over to Patreon to watch the extended. It was just a lot of work to have to produce 24 videos every 2 weeks, and just, with the schedule change and a brand new job, that's just not something I'm going to be able to sustain. So first half of the month, second half of the month, every zodiac sign will receive a full reading moving forward. And for those who have purchased membership on Patreon, since I'm going to be closing down the Patreon page as of July 31st, I didn't feel the need to separate the videos, and so therefore you can definitely watch the entire reading here on YouTube and no need to head over to Patreon to watch the extended. Alright guys, so for those who did end up purchasing a Patreon membership, thank you so very much for your love and support there. It's definitely much appreciated, guys, more than you will ever know. But as a result of this change, I'm just not able to continue to do that, and just don't have enough time in the day or the energy to be able to put forth that same effort and be able to give you guys quality readings. So moving forward, as I've mentioned, I'm just going to go ahead and do the 12 first half as well as the second half. And then we're doing a lot more live streams throughout the week. Well, when I say a lot, it's 2 live streams per week. The ones on Wednesdays are Super Chat Wednesdays, where it really gives folks the opportunity, a chance to get a mini live reading for a super chat, at least a minimum super chat of $9.99. And so if that's something that you're interested in, to be able to book a reading during the live stream, you can get it at a discounted rate rather than booking it on my website, since many readings range from $35 to $75 on my website. So it's definitely a lot more economical and gives you advice, and it's just a mini reading, so it's not a longer reading like what you could book on my website for the more expensive readings, but just a quick glimpse into your situation. So that's on Wednesdays, and moving forward we're probably going to start doing it at 3 as compared to the 2 p.m. time slot that we've done previously. And then we're still trying to determine the other day and time for the second live stream for the week, so I'll go ahead and announce that as soon as I'm able to figure out my schedule. And you can always check my community tab here on YouTube as well as on my Instagram page if you follow me there. All right, guys, so I think as far as that, I think that's as far as all the changes. And then I'll try to definitely get the intuitive channeled messages posted every Friday like I have. But that might also actually end up changing more than likely to Sunday since I work a full day on Friday. So I'm just kind of now thinking about it, and we're probably going to have to switch that day since I'm tapped out. Like, this is a very hands-on, on your feet all day type job. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's something I'm very passionate about, but it's exhausting. You know, having to just get back into that grind of waking up early, having a full day of work for it's a part-time job, but it's definitely a full day of work for several days out of the week. All right, guys, so that's the change that's happening, and let's get right into your zodiac reading for the second half of July. All right, Aquarius, here we are with your love forecast for the second half of July from the 16th all the way through the 31st. So let's take a look and see what's coming in for you. I'll be using the Mardi Gras Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot to get things started. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout your reading and take from it what makes sense for you personally and release what doesn't. So here we are. What is it that needs to come forward this time for Aquarius? Fulfillment. Okay, that's actually a really nice card. That's followed by transformation. And then we have delightful coming through. So all of these are actually really nice to get things started, Aquarius. All right, it's either that or there are some changes that need to happen in your life in order to bring you fulfillment, in order to bring you the happiness, and to be picking up off of this delightful vibe, whatever that might be pertaining to. I'm guided to pull one more. Let's see. One more card for Aquarius. And we have fast pace. Okay, so either things are moving rather quickly as far as these transformations in your life to be able to bring you that fulfillment, or it's just not moving fast enough. And that's what it is that you are hoping for things to speed up already. So let's go ahead and grab some insight from Tarot here to see what's going on. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. All right. So it's either not moving fast enough, or you are actually unfulfilled and really focusing on finding fulfillment. And in order to experience those things, something needs to give, something needs to change. Look at that, Six of Wands. Success and victory. So that's a great energy to get things started. Okay. We've got the Two of Cups, true love, partnership, a very special connection that you're focused on, the attraction that you feel towards someone. But we do have the Five of Wands, and that's followed by the Two of Swords. So that could be an indication, as I've mentioned, of something that's not moving at all. You guys are at a stalemate. Things are stuck. And what you're ultimately wanting is for things to get moving already. So you might be feeling a little bit impatient to get things going and really wanting to create change and transformation in this relationship. Maybe there's a part of you that really feels like if you guys were to give it everything you've got, it can be a very successful union. Now, there could be some disagreements and arguments going on here with the Five of Wands and, you know, whatever this conflict might represent. Okay, there could be, for some of you, love rivals or competition going on here. That could be what it is that you guys are arguing about. Okay, so if that's somebody that's investing time and energy outside of the relationship, then that's not exactly fulfilling you, is it? And that more than likely is why things are stuck. You guys are literally at a stalemate right now. There clearly is this need for balance, for clarity in the relationship. You know, the Justice card, it's picking up off of that cause and effect sort of like referencing karma, you know, that there's, through one action, there's either a consequence or however way that's going to unfold in a particular scenario. So perhaps there's this need to restore balance, but that's a little bit difficult to do when there's just no movement in the connection, and you guys probably experience this upheaval in the relationship, and that's what's going to bring about these changes after this lost foundation, after this separation might have occurred between the two of you. So something happened here, more than likely, that either broke you guys up, or there's a lot of arguments, you guys just not seeing eye to eye. Now, I gotta say, for some of you guys, take this if it makes sense, the Justice card and the Tower right next to it, this could actually represent a divorce or a legal battle that's going on. If you guys are going through something like that, maybe you guys are just duking it out in court. Could be about custody and alimony and finances and arguing about the house and who gets what. You guys are probably at a stalemate because you're not agreeing. That could be something that what some of you guys are going through, you know. So at one point in time, it could have been a very happy relationship, but something happened here that broke you guys up, that resulted in this catastrophe, this destruction of the relationship. All right, well, let's go ahead and see what else is going on there. You know, it started off really nice, and now we're seeing some of the challenges. Okay, so let's grab some additional insight. I'll be pulling from the Hidden Truth Oracle by All Things Intuitive. So, whoever this is, Aquarius, if you resonate with it, let's take a look and see what their energy is looking like through these cards. You could also relate to what comes through here for yourself and what it is that you would like to convey to them. For Aquarius, second half of July. I regret lying to you. Look at that. So they were dishonest. They did something here that created that tower. They weren't being honest with you. Look at this. I wish things could be different. Absolutely. They contributed to whatever happened here to break you guys up. Let's grab one more. Look at this. I bury myself in work to forget you. And I'm guided to this one as well. It was my fault, but I blamed you. So you could have been dealing with somebody who was pointing fingers and they weren't taking responsibility for their own actions. That's why now they've got all of these regrets. They're wishing that things unfolded differently, that they might have taken different action so that you guys could have avoided that tower. And so now that you're not together, they're throwing all of their energies into work so that they don't have to feel the pain, so that they don't have to remember what happened, and certainly to try to forget the memories that they have shared with you. I'm just ultimately feeling here that they're struggling with that because those memories keep resurfacing for this individual, I feel. All right, so let's grab some tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. So they've got some regrets. Yeah, it came to an end. Look at that. There is a transition that is happening here. Whenever I see that, you know, it came to an end because of that tower moment. So transition, transformation, it's all picking up off of that energy of the Death card, Aquarius. So even though something clearly came to an end, through the changes that you are able to make in your own life, you can actually move forward and welcome in a new beginning. Certainly when it comes to love, I'm not surprised to see this. Look at that, the Four of Cups, a missed opportunity. It's their missed opportunity. It is their loss through their actions, blaming you for things that they did, you know, lying to you, doing certain things that really ruin the partnership. And so there's still a part of them that would love to be able to have a new beginning with you. But, you know, there's just no guarantee that you would ever give them that opportunity anyway. You probably left this person out in the cold, and since then they've been struggling. That's why they're probably throwing all of their energies into other things like work, you know. There also could have been commitment issues here, but there's still a part of this person that ultimately feels like you guys belong together, that you guys still are meant to be, but that's why they're wishing things could ultimately be different. But part of the advice here for you, Aquarius, is to perhaps just focus elsewhere. Look more towards what the future has in store for you. This could be a done deal with this person. Again, it's their loss, it's their missed opportunity. But you might also find that they reach out anyway, letting you know that they're ready for commitment and possibly asking you, it's like, can we just move on from what happened in the past and give us another try? Totally your call on that one. You know, they could also, with this Ace of Pentacles, be wanting a fresh start and bringing in this solid offer of commitment along with the Hierophant card. Commitment, stability, security. Maybe at this point, you know, they're wanting to explore possible marriage in the future. I mean, it's totally your call whether or not that could even happen at this point. Okay? Because they have been struggling, came to an end for a reason. And it's up to you. I feel the ball is in your court, Aquarius, on whether or not this can move forward. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some words from this person. So let's start with the Divine Masculine. So I'll be focusing from this deck, the Thinking Man Oracle. This is volume 2. This particular deck is focused more so on a masculine representing male. Okay, but for this reading, I'm focusing on the Divine Masculine energy, meaning that it can be male or female. So take it how it resonates for you. Apply it to your situation if the messages make sense. So what is the masculine, whoever represents the masculine energy in this relationship? What do they want to say to the feminine? How it breaks me that I never told you that you really are the love of my life, and no one else can ever touch my heart the way you have. So there could have been a lot of unspoken words here, but look at the next card. I love you, I love you, I love you. Is it sinking in yet? So these words might certainly be coming straight from the heart, from the masculine, but it could also be coming too late. Look at this. Please tell me we can try again, please. And the card after that, I need you to trust me. And that's not easy considering what we've seen in this reading, you know? So there could actually be trust issues. And Divine Feminine, it's totally up to you if you can actually give your masculine the opportunity to return or to even talk to you or get the conversation going. Can you trust them again? That's the question. All right, so let's grab some cards from the feminine. I'll be pulling from my Voices 2 deck here. So on behalf of the Divine Feminine, what are the words here? Can you find forgiveness, Divine Feminine? Will you be able to trust your masculine again? Can you try again? All right, so for Aquarius, second half of July, Divine Feminine messages. I still hear your voice. Even though it's been a long time since we've spoken, I miss you so much. So you do still think about your masculine. Wow, look at this. This is from the feminine. Do you regret losing me? And I can tell you right here, they do. 100%. 100%. Oh my gosh, look at this. You really hurt me. I'm not sure I'm ready to talk about us yet. So if you need more time, Divine Feminine, take as much as you need. However, you do still love your masculine. They're telling you here, I love you, I love you, I love you. Here you are responding, I will always love you. but that does not necessarily mean you will take them back or that you're ready to talk right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this. So hopefully there's something there that you're able to relate to. I also wanted to grab some love messages from my Heart Songs deck, as well as my Heart Songs of the 90s. So we'll grab 2 songs from each one, and let's take a look and see what else presents itself here. And if you're not familiar with the songs that come forward, see if you resonate with the lyrics. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius for the second half of July. All right, so what do we need to know here? Before You Go by Louis Capaldi. When you hurt under the surface like troubled water running cold, well, time can heal, but this won't. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you had a storm to weather. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? You know, and only you can answer that, you know. I can't help but feel that this could be from the masculine to the feminine. It's like, was there anything that I could have said to prevent you from going? You know I messed up, but is there anything that I could have said to at least make it hurt a little less? Bottom of the deck, look at this. You Don't Bring Me Flowers by Neil Diamond and Barbra Streisand. So this song says, you don't bring me flowers, you don't sing me love songs, you hardly talk to me anymore. When I come through the door at the end of the day, I remember when you couldn't wait to love me, used to hate to leave me. Now after loving me late at night when it's good for you, babe, and you're feeling all right, well, you just roll over and you turn out the light, and you don't bring me flowers anymore. So something clearly changed here in the relationship. It could have been very romantic in the beginning where, you know, they made you feel so incredibly loved and cared for. And then something occurred here. Could have been infidelity, you know, or it could have been something else where somebody might have just been throwing their energies into work rather than the relationship. And it affected the happiness. It affected the way you guys interacted with each other. All right, so let's grab a couple more songs here. So Heart Songs of the 90s for Aquarius. All right, there are our 2 songs. Every Time I Close My Eyes by Babyface and End of the Road by Boyz II Men. I don't know what it is about this set of readings that I've done, but that particular song has come through a few times for some of the signs. So if you happen to be cross-watching and you notice, it's like, oh, wait a minute, that came through for the other reading. Yeah, it's presenting itself here. So every time I close my eyes, it feels like springtime and winter. It feels like Christmas in June. It feels like heaven has opened up its gates for me and you. And every time I close my eyes, I thank the Lord that I've got you. Whenever I see this, it reminds me of somebody. Yes, of course, they were very grateful to have connected with you in this lifetime. But I'm also feeling for those in separation that when they close their eyes, it's more like they're fantasizing about those memories that you guys had shared at one point in time. To be able to see you, if that's the only way that they're able to see you, if they're unable to contact you in the 3D, it could be through their dreams in the 5D that they're able to connect when they close their eyes. And then we've got End of the Road by Boyz II Men. Said we'd be forever, said it'd never die. How can you love me and leave me and never say goodbye? When I can't sleep at night without holding you tight, each time I try I just break down and cry. Pain in my head, oh I'd rather be dead, spinning around and around. Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. So this could be someone who's really struggled to let go. You know, it hasn't been easy whatsoever. And I really do feel that's picking up off of the Death card there. You know, there's a part of them that feels like when this ended, a part of them died. You know, it was like a part of them just went with you somehow. You know, and that it came to an end. They recognized that here. Something clearly changed in the dynamic of the partnership. But, you know, this, once again, that transition, that transformation can bring about a new beginning. So it's totally up to maybe the two of you as to how this can unfold and be revived, if that's something that you guys both want. All right, so let's grab some healing messages here, Aquarius, to wrap up your reading. Healing messages from your angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. All right, so what do we need to know here? Look at this. We do have soulmate coming in. Now, some of you guys might have children together, okay? Or this is a part of what it is that you can bring into your life. You know, a real love that you can connect with. Somebody that you can share a life with, build a family with someday. Let's see what else. Or you guys already had this, and somebody ruined the foundation of the relationship. But you can find it again, you know. So if you're in between relationships right now, Aquarius, just know that you can find that happiness again. Certainly when it comes to your love life. Yeah, see, you're in a position to manifest right now. And look at the card right next to it. Miracles. And then we have trust. So trust definitely needs to be restored in this partnership, you know, and that can be achieved. And remember, from the masculine, I need you to trust me. It's up to you, Divine Feminine, if you can find that in your heart to actually regain or find that trust once again when it comes to the connection. So manifestation can apply to so many things, Aquarius. Your love life, absolutely. Your career, your family life, your health, whatever it is that is of your main focus at this point in time. Maybe some of you guys feel like it would take a miracle to fix a situation. You might just get it. So it's one of those things where you got to trust the process, trust the journey, trust the universe, trust your angel guides, trust your own heart, trust your gut that what's meant to be will be. All right, guys, so I'll leave that there. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.